What is going on, guys? It's Reflex here, and probably one of the hardest levels I played as a kid, Slippery Climb. Now, fun fact about this level, this is my second attempt at getting the gym to this level. Only a second attempt, and the thing is, my first attempt, I died like right off the gate, and I forgot that I don't have to actually restart the level. Like, I don't have to quit out since I didn't get a checkpoint, but I died like right up here. I don't know how I died, but see, like that. That's how I died. But it was on accident because, you ever get that time where you kind of, you're playing with a directional pad. At least the OG, Crash Bandicoot players play with a directional pad. But you ever get that time where you all of a sudden just jumble, like, what you were pressing, like the inputs you were pressing, and next thing you know, you're like, you jumped too far forward when you didn't even know you were pressing that. But here's the run. This is the run because it only took me 2 tries. This is the run for it, and it was it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of my hands were extra sweaty at the end of this run because, as you guys know, this is for the red gem, which means you cannot die and you have to get all the boxes. So you have to do this all in one go. And as a kid, I almost wanted to give up because this was one of the hardest levels that I've ever played as a child. My tiny brain couldn't comprehend anything. It could not comprehend anything. Now there's one more death. Now I didn't count the first death as a try. I didn't count the first death as a try, but this is the actual. That was the try that I was talking about, where like my actual attempt because the first one I don't count as an attempt, just for it was such a stupid death that I was like, all right, it doesn't deserve to be counted as an attempt. But that last death was an actual attempt, so this is my second real attempt, and this is the one. This is the one for that red gem. This is the one. Hopefully, if somehow another death slips out of nowhere, I'm gonna be confused because I don't remember dying that many times. But if I did, oh, I'll be surprised. Now the thing about the birds, they scare me because their hitboxes feel weird, but they're so consistent with it. Like, they're very consistent with their hitboxes, but it makes me just feel like I'm not hitting them, which is kind of funny. Because towards the end, when you start getting to those like weird pattern platforms, and you got to worry about hitting the birds at the right time, like right there, I should have died. I should have died. I jumped towards the side of the bird, and somehow I didn't do anything. And this one, I thought it was too low, bounces you right up like 40 feet. So that's the cool part. The birds are pretty consistent with their hitboxes. They're very good platforms, I'll tell you that much. Way better than the turtles of the last level, I'll tell you that. Because I hated the last level. Because total amount of deaths, I'm not even going to lie to you, in the high road, I think I had at least maybe 15. 15 deaths, which is pretty sad for that being that level. But it all came from me restarting because I didn't want to make a bad gameplay of me dying in the same place like 40 billion times. But it was a pretty bad showing. Like, I hated that level. But this level surprised me because I was thinking, okay, if I'm having trouble on the high road, I'm definitely gonna have trouble on this level, and I really didn't. I had two stupid deaths at the beginning, and then it kind of just fell through from there. I was like, all right, this is kind of easy. Now this made me struggle. This made me struggle a little bit because the platform was weird. I just felt like some jumps I should have made, some jumps I didn't. I almost died like multiple times. Like, see, look, right there, I almost died because I got too eager. And it's just all about the timing and knowing the pattern, but for some reason I was failing multiple times, like a little too much. But as long as I'm not dying, that's all that matters. But it was a interesting level, because the part where you think I wouldn't have trouble like that, I don't know what happened. I jumped, and for some reason it didn't carry me forward. No momentum happened, so I don't exactly know what happened there. But this was the hardest part of the level. Like, no lie, this was the hardest part of the level. And the funny thing is, there's other hard parts, but this was by far the most just irritating part of the level, just because I was like, why can't I make a simple jump? Now, this is where we get to see our first scientist and HD remaster. Ooh. Now, one thing I have a problem with about the scientists is the fact that they don't make the old Scream like they used to. The Scream was very unique, and you could tell what it was. Like, that was, I don't know. Like, that was just such a Cause I don't know, a unique scream that I kind of liked when you hit them off the edge or something. They'd make the same scream. They did that in the first, second, and third games in the originals, but they don't make that scream anymore, which kind of sucks. I wish they would have kept that sound audio and just, even though it was like for the old originals, they should have just kept it because it just sounds cool in my opinion. But we're inching towards the end of the level. This is where the embryo is the bonus round, which is the last embryo, I believe. That just sounds weird. Isn't that like, I don't know. But this is the last level, last bonus round by embryo, I believe. So, we're going to hit it off. A lot of them were difficult, I'm not going to lie. Like this one took me a couple tries and past runs because I think I was doing the relic for this and I was having a wait, no, I don't know what I was doing. Okay, I wouldn't be doing a relic because I wouldn't be going to the bonus run. I was doing something, and I had trouble on this, even though I did it before. But it became a lot easier after I did it. Because for some reason, this first try that I did, I got through it. But in the future time when I did this bonus level, I was failing, and I don't know why. Oh man. Ugh. Luckily, after this upload, it will be back to normal. There will be no more audio mess ups, at least I hope not. And it'll be back to just the gameplay itself without me talking. But I had to fix the audio somehow, so instead of actually fixing the audio, because there was no fixing it, I just added my own audio into it. So, I make it at least somehow more enjoyable. Now, this is the hardest jump, in my opinion, and I managed to do it. But it was one of the hardest jumps that scared me. I wanted to sit there for a couple more tries, but I was like, I'm going for it. Which was a ballsy move, because if I fell, I would have restarted. You wouldn't even be seeing this. You wouldn't be seeing this gameplay at all. Alright, but this is the last two. Last two boxes up here, and we get the red gem. So, yeah, 77 lives. Did it all in one try. Except for, the time we died at the beginning. But that's beside the point. But if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next videos with game audio.